what you learned?
I met my wife. It was we were out with my cousin. We were at a what was it? It was I don't know what you'd call it. It was kind of restaurant slash bar, but she was out. I was out with my friends, and she was out with hers, and we just happened to meet that night, and sparks flew, so to speak. And she's to me she's kind of been the hub of the family, holding it together while I've gone on so many deployments and dealing with the injury. I know they say it, that my family says it's kind of, he's easy because he likes to do everything still as much as he can himself and not ask for a lot of help. But she has helped me a lot. Being there at my side has been the most help, and her and the kids.
Was it your cousin that's the ranger that you were out with?
He's actually a pilot now. He got out of the Rangers, but Stephen Drysdale.
You mentioned your heroes. Could you mention who you are? Are your heroes? You mentioned you are my heroes.
There's so many. I mean, I have a lot of them. To start mentioning some and leaving out some, I would feel bad. They are. They're fellow soldiers. They're people in my community. Some public figures that help a lot out with the military. There's so many.
Did you grow up
In Santa Fe, New Mexico? Yes.
And how that, I guess, how you wound up going into the military, and yeah, I guess, was there anything in your childhood that sort of
Sparked the interest? No, I had always wanted to go into the military since I was young age. The best I could estimate was probably around 7. Just the normal kid playing with sticks, fighting against the neighborhood kids, not like reenacting kind of fighting, but normal cops and robbers kind of thing. And I don't think there was one particular thing that sparked me. I know one thing that really touched me was when the whole Desert Storm and SHIELD was going on. I think I was a little older at that time and said, oh, wow, and recognized a lot of how much service members give to the nation. And a few of my relatives have served in the military but never had talked about it too much, and just saw pictures on the wall and kind of looking back on it, and even today I guess I should probably get more in touch with them, but I don't know if they don't want to talk about it or whatnot. But trying to get their history and background, because I know they've served, and a lot of veterans don't like to talk about their military service, but I think the military service for me has been the greatest, so I'm going to talk about it for the rest of my life. Not just because of the medal, but because of who I've served with, my fellow Rangers and the entire military service, uniformed service in general, the heroes back home, policemen, fire department, those in the medical fields who are saving lives every day. I have. Bruce Crandall, yes.
what kind of advice is he giving you?
He's been kind of helping me out, understand a little bit of how the society works, and getting me my foot in the door with them. And great man. I tell you, he's hilarious, and we've spent some time with him. My family has spent some time with him, and he's invited us back, and we're still communicating, email, phone, and I look forward to spending a lot of time with him. He is he's helping me a lot through this process. I'll tell you that.
Why do you need help through this process?
Because I'm new. I don't know a lot how the society works. I mean, it's a small community, and not a lot of people know the backside support and a lot of stuff into it. So he's guiding me and kind of mentoring me, so to speak.
Do you work with the WTU as part of your job, or is it separate? Like
A lot of our soldiers don't go into the WTU for the special operations community, but I do stop in and kind of check up with them, any new policies and stuff, and let them know that we're here for them and they could touch us as well for anything they need help with.
You guys have offered some really great jobs. What jobs did you turn down?
I wouldn't say I really turned them down, but
What did you postpone?
there was a few. I don't really want to go into them.
Does one stand out?
No, they were all great offers and great gentlemen who offered them to me.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can you see your?
Oh, yeah.
hand?
Sorry,
How much
I can back up.
are you doing it?
Wow. It's phenomenal. It's when I lost the hand, I thought I was gonna have a hook. So to get a hand that's got this much function, as well as I got a newer one, I just haven't got too good at it. There's a couple of sensors built in underneath the arm, and they pick up the muscle movement, and they send a signal to the hand, which it's the same thought process, muscles that open and close your hand, and then it also has a, I don't use it too much, but the kids get a kick out of it. So if I need to grab something, it'll rotate left or right and does a 360, which a lot of kids get smiles out of that. And just met a small girl this morning who a little timid at first, because anybody that sees a robotic hand says, oh man, I don't want to touch it, he's going to crush my hand. And the mom was telling her about it when they had saw it on TV, and she kind of warmed up to it, and I showed her the twist in, and she shook my hand. But a lot of the hands that they have out are designed to when they stop when they meet resistance, so you got more dexterity to grab round objects or glass. I mean, let me see if I can do it for you without spilling all over myself. I mean, I am one of the lucky ones that still has one good hand where I don't normally use the hand to drink or stuff like that. For two-handed things, I'll use it, but there are a lot of service members out there who are less fortunate than myself and lost both upper limbs, 3 limbs, 4 limbs, but I mean the attitude of them is just amazing. Great personalities. Yeah, it's great. A lot of the I always get this word wrong. The people that do prosthetics, because I'm not going to even try to pronounce that, but a lot of them have been so great, and all the soldiers, if they have something they want to adapt to, their intent is anything you did before or want to do, they'll try to find a way to adapt it for you. And speaking of which, I never played golf until they told me I had an attachment, and I said, well, time to pick up a new sport. So it's not very good at it, but I have fun with it, and it's I try to. We have a VA golf course out here that's 9 holes and designed for rehabilitation, and I try to convince a lot of the wounded soldiers, not only the ones I deal with, but I know the WTU is involved with it as well. It's so relaxing and calming to get away from everything. Out on a golf course or out on the water are 2 of my favorite things.
Can you describe the attachment? How does that work? And how do you?
It's kind of weird. I have a separate arm for it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The hand comes off, and I have a full set of cutlery knives, which I use quite frequently to make dinner for a family of 5. There's certain attachments you could clasp it on, so I'll have a full set of cutlery knives, and I'll chop everything. And the golf attachment, what it does is there's a kind of a rubber hose that comes out. It's kind of stiff, and then it has a short metal pipe shaft, and it has rubber bushings on the inside, and what it does is it slides onto the club and comes up. The other option is it's kind of like a pen type attachment that plugs into the back. They'll drill it out, the club, and set them in, but you'll have to do your full set of clubs like that. And so it's been great. I mean, I've had a fun time, and I've met so many great people golfing.
Golfing attachment is an actual plug.
No. It's just it's only about that big. It's like a pipe, kind of, so to speak, with a slit in it. So you got to go down to about midway of the bottom of the club and then pull it back up so it's snug in there and it doesn't move around too much. But the rubber hose that's connected to it gives it a little bit of flexibility. Yes, yeah, it actually has a place to plug it in and charge it like a cell phone. So
We have time for 2 more questions.
How long have you been? Oh, sorry.
Are you even amazed with some of the stuff?
the technology.
you do with-
Oh, I'll tell you, for the first few days when I got into, because I did all my recovery at the Center for Intrepid, for the first few days I got into the Center for Intrepid, I felt like I was invading guys' personal space, and guys and gals, there's both, but I walked around that place in awe, just walking around, and a lot of guys with, or service members with both legs missing above the thigh, walking around in pants. I mean, I couldn't tell the difference until they were like, oh yeah, I got prosthetic leg, and looking at all the advances, I was in awe. So I felt myself going up to people I had never met and being like, oh, you mind if I check out your arm or your leg or this or that? I was fascinated. The technology for prosthetics and in medical care in general has just blown my mind away. It's above and beyond what I expected.
Is it like do you have a phantom pan? Do you have,
Oh, the phantom pains?
yeah, do you have that?
I think every person has it different. I do not get as much phantom pains unless I take the arm off when I'm at home, and sometimes I'll get lazy and I won't wear it for a while. But I think for some reason the mind is tricking the nerves that the hand's still there when I wear this, and that was part of the technique for phantom pains that they were using, was putting you in front of a sideways mirror and using your real hand to, I guess, fool the mind that the hand was still there. Because I'll wear this for about 10 hours a day and I won't get the phantom pains. But when on a weekend or something, when I'm home for a while with the family, I'll leave it off for a while and I'll start to get a little bit of the phantom pains.
Last question.
Off topic, but do you have any regrets?
None at all. I'm happy that I'm here and I'm still able to serve. So no regrets at all.
Okay. Well, thank you all very much.
You guys are all more than welcome to come check out the hand if you want after.